Hello Hero, it's Lucy Lannon with a little mini reading about whatever it is that you need to know right now. We have a Judgment. I love that card, look at that! Oh, so biblical! Then we have an Ace of Swords, so there is some kind of cosmic truth coming to the fore. Do we get to know what that is in the reading, or what is this? What's going on? We've got a Knight of Pentacles, so you may feel like it is slow progress getting to some kind of revelation for yourself, or experiencing the effects of said revelation in the body and indeed the finances at the moment. You might be on a sort of spiritual journey where you've like come back down to earth after an almost religious experience, or like a sense of revelation about what it is that you want from life or something like that. And you're like, okay, cool, now make it material. And there's just like tumbleweed. We've got a Two of Pentacles, so you might feel like you're juggling a few things on the material. You might have a lot of sort of pressures and burdens at the minute, a lot to do, and you're kind of quietly wondering like, yeah, okay, well I had this big thing happen, but how does that affect me in the real world? Two of Cups, your first answer is that you have love, companionship, something like that coming in or very close to you right now. This is very much about another person. It wouldn't be if I saw the Lovers, but this seems to be like your first blessing that you count after all of this is going to be a connection. And then we've got the Nine of Wands, which is like, don't be too defensive to receive it just because you don't feel like you have everything together just yet. You are returning into, what do I want to say? You're kind of getting back into the swing of things soon. But it's almost like, don't take too much time out before you do that, because the fact that you've had these things happen in a sort of higher up chakra way of like a bit of a revelation for yourself and a bit of a switching of what it is that you believe about life in a massive sense. All of that, the fact that it hasn't yet grounded into the material change doesn't mean that it wasn't real or that it was any less legitimate for you. It's just that, you know, sometimes these things take a little while to sort of travel through the conduit of the magician and get into real terms. I think almost as if like you're not open to love or companionship or like best friendship at the moment because you feel like, having had this big thing happen for you, if you can't crystallize it into the material, you're some kind of failure. That's not the case. Spirit's telling you that's absolute bollocks. Yeah, and the outcome is we've got a Seven of Wands, so there is that defensiveness with people, but then we've also got a Five of Cups in the reverse. You're not going to be left out of everything. You're not going to have to experience FOMO. You're not going to miss out on partnership, companionship, financial abundance, all that stuff. It's just that you've only just kind of had this big shift happen, I want to say. You've only just had like what is essentially an ascension process, and you need to give yourself 5 minutes and just absorb.